Take a look at these live camera feeds. Millions tune in daily to watch bald eagles Jackie and Shadow navigate life. The red arrow in this central image points directly to the North Shore. It's their primary foraging ground, less than a mile away. But the survival of these chicks depends entirely on the world outside the nest. Jackie and Shadow require a robust, healthy ecosystem to hunt, forage, and thrive. Right now, this pristine stretch of undisturbed shoreline is slated to be cleared out for a high-density luxury real estate development known as Mooncamp. A massive public campaign has launched to stop that construction and buy the land outright. The driving force behind this effort was a woman named Sandy Steers. Sandy served as the executive director of the Friends of Big Bear Valley, the local nonprofit that actually installed the famous eagle cameras. Since 2001, she led a relentless legal and biological battle to stop luxury developers from bulldozing the North Shore. She spent decades filing lawsuits, rallying public comments, and tracking wildlife to ensure this specific ecosystem remained entirely untouched. The threat facing the eagles today is the direct climax of a 25-year standoff that Sandy fought on the public's behalf. We can see the ecological reality clearly in this split-screen visualization of the 62-acre site, showing two very different futures. If the Mooncamp project proceeds, developers will construct 50 custom luxury homes directly on the waterfront. That construction includes a new 55-slip marina, injecting heavy motorized boat traffic into a historically quiet shoreline. To make room for this infrastructure, crews will have to clear-cut approximately 2,095 mature trees. Hidden in that massive number are 65 documented perch trees, the specific high-vantage pines the bald eagles use to scout for fish and ducks. Stripping this canopy also eliminates the undisturbed habitat required by the endangered San Bernardino flying squirrel. And at ground level, the heavy machinery threatens the ash-gray Indian paintbrush, a rare endemic plant found nowhere else on Earth outside these mountains. Sandy understood that introducing light pollution, noise, and high-density housing would likely drive the wildlife away for good. Her core belief was simple. These species, including Jackie and Shadow, deserve to have their habitat preserved for the long-term benefit of everyone. After 25 years of roadblocks, her persistence finally broke through. In late January 2026, Sandy successfully negotiated a legal purchase option, forcing the developers to agree to sell the land for conservation. She secured the paperwork, but she never got to see the campaign launch. Sandy passed away on February 11, 2026. The agreement she left behind came with strict, unforgiving terms. Environmental groups have to pay the full multi-million-dollar purchase price, and they have to do it before a rapidly approaching deadline. Sandy cleared the legal hurdles. Now the actual financial burden to save the land falls entirely on the public. The contract requires a total of $10 million. That money must be raised by July 31, 2026. If the deadline passes without the funds, the purchase option expires, the deal dies, and development begins. Looking at this progress bar, the public response has been massive. As of early July, donors have raised over $4 million, but that still leaves a massive gap to close in a matter of weeks. To manage the final push, the Friends of Big Bear Valley are running the public outreach and daily campaign updates. To ensure financial security, 100% of the funds donated through the official portal bypass the outreach groups entirely. The money goes directly into a legally restricted account held by the San Bernardino Mountains Land Trust. Once the $10 million threshold is crossed, the trust will buy the 62 acres and immediately place the land under a permanent conservatorship with the U.S. Forest Service. This is a rare moment in environmental defense. The lawsuits are over. The developers are willing to walk away. All that remains is the invoice for a 25-year mission. We couldn't help Sandy cross the finish line while she was here, but stepping up to fund this purchase right now is the only way to secure the North Shore and protect Jackie and Shadow's home forever. To make a tax-deductible contribution and secure the eagle's future, go directly to SaveMooncamp.org.